Internet Protocol Security. IP security is a set of protocols developed to ensure the integrity, confidentiality, and authentication of data communications over an IP network. Strengths: data confidentiality. The IP sender can encrypt packets before transmitting them across a network. Data integrity. The IPsec receiver can authenticate packets sent by the IPsec sender to ensure that the data has not been altered during transmission. Data origin authentication. The IPsec receiver can authenticate the source of the IPsec packets sent. This service is dependent upon the data integrity service. Anti-replay. The IPsec receiver can detect and reject replayed packets. Data privacy. IPsec protects data privacy by utilizing public keys to ensure the security of data exchange between the host and the network. Public keys are used. Furthermore, by ensuring the security of the keys, users can ensure that the data is coming from the correct host and not from any spoof sites. As a result, whatever information is contained within the data packet is protected from eavesdropping and other form of spying. Network support. Because of the presence of the IP layer, IPsec can be implemented on any network of any size. They can be used on any network from LAN to WAN, including the Internet. Network security. Because IPsec operates at the network level, it is completely transparent in its operation. Furthermore, users are not required to interact with them, making them suitable for VPNs. Furthermore, because IPsec operates at the network layer, all traffic passing through the network is monitored. Authentication. IPsec authenticates data packets by placing digital signatures on them. Third-party interference of any kind is prohibited here. As a result, the contents of the packet's header cannot be changed without detection. It also performs identify verification on both ends of a connection. Weaknesses: CPU overload. All data passing through the machine must be encrypted and decrypted on a continuous basis. As a result, IPsec necessitates a lot of processing power from the CPU. This is especially detrimental when the data packet size is small. The network's performance will suffer as a result of the high overheads generated by IPsec. Compatibility. Some software developers do not follow IPsec procedures. As a result, it, it may cause compatibility issue with a variety of software. Furthermore, IPsec lacks a consistent standard for its own compatibility. Algorithms. IPsec security algorithm are vulnerable to cracking. If anyone happens to use those algorithms, their security is jeopardized. However, the most recent algorithm models are known to prevent these vulnerabilities. Access range. Because IPsec has a broad access range, it has a greater chance of granting privilege to other devices in the network. For example, if one of the IPsec becomes infected with malware, all other computers in the corporate network are impacted. As a result, unless special security measures are implemented, an IPsec-based network is always vulnerable to cyber attacks. Firewall distractions. User may be unable to access the internet at times due to restrictions imposed by the corporate firewall, even if it is the network of one owns company. As a result, the user can only gain access to the network by contacting the network administrator. Opportunities. There is no need to train users on security mechanism, issue keying materials on an per-user basis, or revoke keying material when users leave the organization. IPsec can provide security for individual users if needed. This feature is useful of off-site workers and also for setting up a secure virtual subnetwork within an organization for sensitive application. IPsec help provide defense in depth against first network-based attack from unstructured computers, attack that can result in the denial of service as application service or the network. Data corruption, data theft, user credential theft, administrative control of servers, other computers, and the network. You can use IP security to defend against network-based attack through a combination of host-based IPsec packet filtering and the enforcement of trusting communications. Basically, we need IPsec for protecting sensitive data, such as financial transaction, medical record, and corporate communications, as it's transmitted across the network. It's also used to secure virtual private network or VPNs, where IP security tunneling encrypts all data sent between two endpoint. Threats. Again, the security of certain IPsec algorithm is a concern. If these broken algorithms are used, the server will be more vulnerable to hacking. Despite that, there are a number of serious security flaws inherent in the protocols. Regardless of the correctness of any implementation, we describe a variety of attacks based on the flaws, including sequence number spoofing, routing attacks, source address spoofing, and authentication attacks. Users may be unable to access the internet at times due to corporate firmware restrictions.